Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today is just going to be a really quick 23-week pregnancy update. Sorry I haven't done one in a few weeks, it feels like forever. Ooh, I have a friend. As you can tell, I am somewhere else. I've come down from Scotland back to the Toon and I'm at my mum's house, so yeah, just a quick one. The baby this week weighs the same amount apparently as a large mango. I'm never really sure how they come up with these things because surely that depends on where the mango is from, but hey ho. Apparently that is an average of about 500 grams, so since my last video, which was my 20-week update, that's an extra 200 grams that the baby's put on in the past 3 weeks. And which sounds tiny, doesn't it, when you think that's just what you put into a cake. And apparently she is 29 centimetres on average. Obviously everyone's different, but these are just the stats that they like to throw out there. So nearly a good ruler size. So that's progress. The development of the baby at 23 weeks, I just find things like this really interesting. I'm sorry if this is such a sciencey bore for some people watching things like this, but I love knowing how they are actually changing. It's just fascinating to think that all of these things are going on inside of you. So apparently the baby at this stage becomes a lot more sensitive to sound. So before, obviously, when you hear midwives talking about singing to your bump and talking to your baby so that they recognise your voice and things, that can be quite a muffled noise. Apparently up close noises when you're talking or your partner or music or whatever is now a lot clearer, and they can also hear things from more of a distance. So things like a dog barking, a car horn, your toddler shouting mummy every 5 seconds, things like that. My total weight gain is 5 kilograms. So in the past 3 weeks that means I've put on ½ kilogram, which I don't know what that is in pounds. It's like a pound? I'm not sure. Should check that. You can comment below and tell me how much I've put on in the past 3 weeks. I don't feel like I've put on too much. I feel like my bump's grown, but not much else has changed yet. I'm waiting for the bit where my face kind of puffs up. I think I did get like an update from Baby Centre app or something the other day saying that sooner or later you will feel your feet and ankles and things swelling, so I can't wait for that bit. But so far, all good. Just put on a small amount of weight. I haven't been to the gym in the past week because I've been down here at my mum's house, so I've been trying to keep active and just take the dogs for a walk and things. So maybe I'll pile on the weight in the next few weeks. In the way of cravings, again, I haven't had any. If anything, I just feel like my appetite's gone a little bit. I'm not sure if that's just to do a little bit with stress still. Bless you. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's just to do with stress. We're moving around a lot. I've made the decision to actually move back down to Newcastle from Scotland. I was finding it too hard to live up there. It's too remote and isolated for me. My little one starts preschool in September, and I just want her to have as many opportunities as possible, and I felt like it wasn't offering her the kind of life that I wanted either. So I think maybe just with everything going on, I either haven't acknowledged any cravings or I've just lost my appetite a bit. So no weird cravings. I would say that the symptoms that I had before have actually subsided a bit, so that's good. I seem to have got rid of my headaches. I don't have an itchy belly anymore. The tiredness seems to have subsided slightly, although the past 2 days I've been absolutely shattered, but that might have something to do with a very demanding toddler. And yeah, I think I have a bit of a problem with eczema still. It's come across my hands and on my feet, but that's only since I've been back down in Newcastle, so that could have something to do with change of water, change of diet. For myself personally, I haven't found any new products that I've been using just because, to be honest, I haven't bothered to go shopping. I do need to get some new clothes and some new underwear and things just because everything's growing and nothing fits anymore. Other than that, I've just, to be honest, found quite a few baby products that I've bought. I'm probably going to save them for a larger haul because they're all larger items. So that is Baby Bump at 23 weeks on the side. From the front. I've definitely now lost my waistline altogether, and you can see that the bump's slightly starting to move upwards. I have found, maybe just with hormones, that I I'm a bit more emotional and feel like I'm being a little bit less, like tolerating things a bit less. So before, when my youngest one was like following me round and like harassing me constantly for attention, I found it a lot more wearing. I don't know whether that's just because it's gone on for quite a while. I have noticed it more since I've been back down here and around other people, how much that she like requests, like asks for my attention, demands for my attention, and she says mummy like constantly. And obviously that needs to stop before the baby comes anyway, or maybe it will, maybe that'll help things. It's either going to help or it's going to make things a lot worse because she's jealous of the baby. So I've got a bit of mum guilt and a bit of sort of a worrying. I'm a little bit anxious about how that's going to pan out, but then I'm hoping that, you know, she's going to be in preschool when the baby arrives, just a few months after. Yeah, it's just all these things that you start worrying about that you never even crossed your mind before. Like things like, am I going to feel guilty, like the baby's come along and then Mila feels like all of a sudden she's been like shunned off to nursery, things like that. It's probably ridiculous, but if anyone else has just been through this similar situation with like timings where your toddler's just started preschool when you're having a baby, then comment below and tell me what you did to try and like ease them in. So I think that's it for my 23rd week of pregnancy update. I will see you in my next video, which is probably going to either be my next week's pregnancy update, depending on how much I've got to say, or it's going to be a haul for baby larger items like car seats, swings, etc, etc. All the big expensive things that you have to buy for baby. And to be honest, I thought that I wouldn't have to buy too much with it being my second, but I have ended up spending quite a bit of money. So yeah, I'll share those with you, which might help some first time mums, because a few of the things I've had to repurchase because I just didn't quite get it right the first time. So yeah, hopefully that will help you guys. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell ding-a-ling button if you want to be alerted for any videos. And I shall see you soon. Bye!